Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 21. It's day 3, May 24th, 2017. Hey guys, as always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. Support your knowledge in the market. See what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan. And always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right. Gosh, Jedi traders, not much to speak of today on the markets. Let's get right into the session recap. But again, as we roll out the week, I just want to remind everybody, posted here on my technical momentum outlook for week 21, just simply sticking to the technicals. Price momentum at a key decision point. We could have gone in either direction, but clearly holding above in the all-time highs in MML zone as we've been rolling out the week. So still holding that bottom line. Any breakthrough above, and we sit upside, and current momentum still in an uptrend. All right. Anyway, let's get right into the recap for today. NQ, that's right, giving the NQ the tag today, making an all-time high again. And ES by a smidgen already coming up within half a point of the all-time high. So very quiet AM session, NQ pulling back a little bit, and then ES and YM pretty much a little bit of movement, but not much. It was the PM session, slight pop on FOMC minutes release. Took almost an hour to get that moving. But decreasing volume throughout the week. It's got a holiday session coming up, holiday weekend coming up. And so really only left this week GDP on Friday, which don't expect anything significant in the market. All right, so 50-50 split on the core sectors. As we can see here, Facebook, Amazon, Google in the greens with Starbucks, Apple slightly down, as FOMC minutes were the key econ event of the day. Not much in the news. Still Trump, Russia. What else are we waiting for as we find ourselves in a grinding uptrend to complete today's session? All right, so market still has about 5 minutes to go here before the Globex. I want to bring out a key point. This is the screen share we look at every day, whether or not traders are trading all of these or one. As we roll into tomorrow or ahead into the Globex, one identifying feature or at least trend momentum that I'm always looking at is the fact that when I have gold and yen and euro in the green, I'm not expecting the three bottoms, the NQ, the YM, and the ES, and the TF Russell to be coming up here in July. But as we have momentum on all three in the green below and all three up above, I foresee this as we roll into tonight and tomorrow that this will not stay the way it is. At some point, either the three on top will reverse or the three on the bottom will reverse. Having all of these charts in sync together to the upside is a rarity, and when that does happen, one of the levels here gives. So watch ahead as we move into tonight's and overnight session. All right, so let's get into the volume profile. Here we are, single prints upside. That's a weak high here, guys. So price action might just find some value to build up here, repair these two levels, especially on the NQ. But pretty much it was a balanced profile for most of the day, 70% of today's range here in the orange. But watch it as we move forward. Take a look at the daily gaps. NQ closes out a new all-time high and pushes higher, 57.34.50. And the YM still marching up above to that 21.61. And YM, like I said, by half a point to the all-time high. It looks like we might just get that tonight or into tomorrow's session. Note on the volume, as I have the last couple days, just a little peak above yesterday's volume, but definitely we've been moving downside on the volume in the last couple of sessions. All right, taking a look at the AD lines, another market internal that I watch here every day. Price action again, very slow grinding today as we could not pull away from that pivot. And ISS nicely representing the YM and the ES and each individual AD line as well. So flat across the board, volume as well. 2 days. looking at flat price action. All right, let's get into the full session pick here as we do each day, close to close now. I'm bringing that Globex picture again for those trend traders overnight. Nice move on the NQ. Again, this is the lowest time frame that I'm looking at. I'm looking at a range chart to splice in. That's right, to the bigger trend. And the bigger trend we know to be still upside. So, NQ, there it is. Nice move to the upside. Globex, no move. And again, patience here. Discipline to wait for your highest probability setups. NQ with a move below the T34 moving average. All charts in sync gives you your first setup on the NQ. Pullback, trade management takes you out. Next setup, if you were able to scalp that out, good job. Price action bounced you out on trade management. You wait out the mid-session, PM session, and there it was. FOMC minutes, release, pull back, and then bang. You got all charts in sync, and you go for it. That's the setup, and you jump on it. If you missed it, you wait for the pullback. There you go. Right at the Globex high, maybe wait a couple bars, and you got yourself some ticks to the end, about a 20, 30 tick run. Nice move on the NQ. Take a look at the YM. Not as pretty. Very messy, very messy. Close to close here. Globex session, not much to speak of. Market waiting for those FOMC minutes today, if that's really what was going on. Still, it was a high trend. All sitting above the 34 EMA. All sitting above the cloud, but deep pullbacks, trade management. Unless you're able to handle, for the average crumb trader out there, that's right, pullback, 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 pullback. All these taking you out of your, that's right, high probability setup right here. Solid Heikin-Ashi bar, trending bar up. What is a solid Heikin-Ashi bar? Well, this is what we're looking at. We're looking at the HA bars, not needing to define what the candle is. This thing is either in trend or it's not. And it's in trend here. Together with what? That's right, together with the 534 EMA, which is row 2. And row 3 here, which is the 5144. Same thing as the cloud here. High probability setup, trade management puts you in the trade and get your stop to break even, hopefully a runner. If the runner doesn't go, takes you out at break even, you give it another shot. Doesn't go, give it another shot. Doesn't go, keep doing it until you get the runner. Finally get a runner here, stop, pull back right to the break even, gives you your last setup. Okay. So you scalped your way through the day on the YM if that's ended up being for you. All right, let's take a wrap up on the ES here. Price action here. Pull back there. Globex, nice move to the upside. Again, early AM session, very choppy, very rough. You got yourself going here. I don't even know if you would have been able to smack out a point here. And again, if the price action's not moving for you, drop down to a lower time frame. On the ES, if the 5-4 Flex Renko is not working, you follow price action on a 3-2 Flex Renko. Again, range chart, just one option. If you're trading on a minute chart, you can try that as well. All right, so here we go. Price action got a lift, That was the better setups of the day on the ES. Hey guys, I want to give a shout out to the crude here. I'm going to take a look at a chart here in a little bit, but crude, which has been making a nice move up here, bouncing off the 34 EMA, still in an uptrend as we sit up here at the MML zone highs. So crude getting a little bit of some movement there today on the EIA crude report. All right, let's jump into the charts as we see them right now and where we're headed perhaps for tomorrow as the market has now closed itself out. We are sitting on the bigger time frame. This is a 4-hour chart, so we're sitting in the zone high. And if you remember, we began the week, we were all the way back here. That's right. So we've been moving up cautiously, but there's our Globex. Here's our U.S. session now. We can go ahead and duplicate that. There's our U.S. session up here, grinding still upwards, making some higher lows. ES this morning, big pick. That's where we were. We were holding at the 60-minute overbought, still in the trend upside. And actually, that was yesterday's close, I believe. Yes, that was yesterday's close. Let me get the pre-market. There we are, still consolidated at the 60-minute overbought there at 23.9850. And pop we go back up to the next level. So again, when I call it a zone, I'm looking from zone low, 23.9075, all the way up to 24.06. Now that's where I'm looking to tomorrow, 24.06, or at least that's only 3 points. That we can get in a Globex session. So let's squeeze it up, and there we go. 24.22 is our next level upside that we'll be looking at tomorrow as we hold above the 10 and we hold above the 50. And range chart for the long-term holder, at least the swing term holder, we are still sitting upside. Nice move on the ES, holding to the upside on all charts in the green. Any pullback, you want to watch the first level of gray here in the 60-minute resistance zone, 94 to 90, which would put us right around the 10 EMA. So we'll watch that. We still have 2 days left through the end of the week. But right now, momentum still holding upside. MML NQ still there. Here we are. NQ, yesterday's close right here, 5703-ish. That was the line in the sand yesterday. Nice move upside. NQ pre-market got a little bit of lift on Globex. And right now, as we take a look at the chart, that's right, 5703. We got this lift up three more levels in the zone. Going up to 5742 would be the high here as we still hold upside. Let's give it another Globex session. Upside, holding almost coming within that T34 and finding the support. So momentum clearly in an uptrend. So I just keep looking up. Anything upside at this point would be looking up at 5781. By that point, we might get a 60-minute reset on the chart. We'll assess in the next day or two. So far, any pullback, I'll be looking to 10 EMA if we lose support here at 5703. Key resistance here, 5664. Anything lower, we'll be looking down to zone low and open gaps pulling away from that 50-period moving average. Strong momentum. YMA, momentum still holding upside. Price action again, zone high. We're holding up here. Watch 21055. Anything clear upside is going to be a several hundred point move. So we'll wait for the lower time frame to give us a smaller level. Remember, these are the higher pictures. What you want to do is you want to look for the intraday trend to put you into the moves, to splice you into these longer, and watch the higher time frames. Watch the HA bars on the higher time frame. A 20-tick chart should keep you in the trend upside, and let it ride if you can for a couple days. 10 EMA, again, watch for the support downside. Hey guys, midweek, let me go ahead and update you on some of the charts we watch here. Also from the technical momentum outlook for the week. Crude holding above the 210 and 50 still. So zone high up above, we hit it. Price action pulled back. Again, a little bit pulled back. Momentum's been upside after support here at the 34, but we got our 3 key level moving averages downside. Crude loses any face now. Watch 50.78 down all the way to about 50, which would put us around the T34. Anything upside, we're looking back upside to about 52.15 for the week. Taking a look at the GC, 50 and the 10 right here. We're in the zone. There are a lot of consolidation going across the board this week. Again, we're coming off the MML lows, looking for an MML high up here. 1265 as Bitcoin makes the news, hitting up in the 2400s. But price action, again, waffling around that T34. It's kind of making a shift all over the place. We don't have a definite trend. Can pull back. Yes, GC, nice move to the upside, and then cross over to 34, pull back, and you were able to get in the splice upside. Right now, a lot of sideways movement. So looking upside, 1265, any pullback, we'll be looking to the zone low, including the 10 EMA. To roll out the week, 6J, we got our 50 and 200 consolidated right there. 50 above 200, so we'll want to see how that plays out. 50 gets below 200, our downtrend is in play as we're at the MML lows. Traction back above the 10, that's good. But here, rejection at the T34 puts us in a momentum downside. So right now, I got to give the momentum continued downside on the yen, and we'll see what happens. Watch for first resistance here, 89.84 and the 50 and the 200, which should put us around the T34. Let's see what happens as it moves upside. Last chart, 6E. Nice trends today, by the way, on the 6E. I'll go to a range chart here in a moment. After rejection here just yesterday on the T34, actually 6E, I might go to a higher time frame here, but I like the way the movement's been working. Again, 6J on a 50 tick. Here I got a 20 tick. I'll look at that after hours here today. But again, price action lifting back up above the T34. So not being able to get down here and test out the 10 EMA, go back upside MML. So we'll watch the resistance here in the zone high. We'll watch, obviously, the markets tomorrow. Any pullback, right now, momentum is upside on the range chart. But overall, we're sitting above the 10 and 50 and 200 downside. So 6E momentum still holding up strong. Again, take a look at the range charts. 6E again, there it was. A couple of nice trends upside here in the PM session after FOMC minutes. Solid hike in Ashi bars upside, upside, and upside. T3 slope here probably would have kept you out of the setup, being that it was downside. Nice small range moving average to confirm the uptrend. So nice move. I think, and I believe the 6E had a nice Globex. That was yesterday's move, actually. Yesterday we mentioned that. The Globex move was pretty choppy. Not much movement across the board on the charts. All right, Jedi traders. That concludes an insight into the daily trend and technical momentum of the indices and key futures markets as I see them each day. Taking a look at the economic calendar there tomorrow. International trade, jobless claims, maybe could be a mover. More Fed speakers up throughout the day. And then Friday, as we roll in GDP, and I expect volume to start decreasing substantially. All right, Jedi traders, feel free to stop by tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My trading mantra: one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. That's what I'm looking for each day. It's a lot of patience, but if you wait for that, and hopefully maybe we'll return to the days of good runners. Once in a while we get a good one. We'll see even longer trends. Otherwise, it seems to be a scalping for ticks environment. If you guys can find me every day on Twitter at Trading Fibs, where I post here and stock twits. I always leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only watch what's in front of me and on my charts. And as always, I leave the bias at the door when trading. Hey, if you guys want to join us on any Thursday or Friday in our community of like-minded traders, I know there are a lot of choices out there with trading rooms. Again, I think you will find us to be reasonable, fair-minded here. But go ahead, join us on any Thursday or Friday. Just email me, David at Trading Fibs. I'll give you an entry, and you can check out the live charts as they happen each day. As I have been talking all week, one more shout-out to the live trading challenge with Infinity Futures, co-sponsored with the CME. Again, an opportunity if you're not using the Infinity platform or the CR charts for that matter. You got yourself an opportunity here to, especially if you have an account, why not? Cash prize. Here, place 1, 2, and 3. An intensive simulation here the week of June 14th through June 20th. The highlight of which has a webinar here June 5th through June 8th. And preceding that, if you scroll all the way down, there it is, the Trend Trading Plan webinar series I'm hosting the week before, which happens to be next week, going through the psychology of trading, trend trading, and trade management, basically the essentials of building a trading plan. If you don't have one, you'll be able to walk away with this and hopefully have something substantial in your hands. Go ahead and sign up at the bottom, and more information again there on that page. All right, Jedi traders, that wraps it up. Have yourselves a Blue Zone day wherever you may be. Today is Happy Brothers Day, so go wish your brother a happy National Brothers Day. Other than that, as always, have yourselves a good day. Have yourselves a good night and good trading to you, David at Trading Fibs, signing off.